A few years ago, I was living alone in a small ground floor apartment. Around 3 a.m., I was shaken awake by the sound of someone fumbling with my front door handle. Then, a loud crack, the old wooden frame gave way, and the door swung open. I froze, heart hammering against my ribs. I grabbed a heavy glass lamp from my bedside table and walked into the hallway, ready to defend myself. I saw a figure standing in my kitchen. He was an elderly man, probably in his late 80s, wearing nothing but a thin pair of pajamas and one slipper. He wasn't grabbing my TV or looking for jewelry. He was standing by the sink, looking utterly lost. "I can't find the kettle, Martha," he whispered, his voice trembling. "I wanted to make you some tea before the sun comes up." My anger and fear evaporated instantly. I realized he wasn't a burglar. He was a neighbor from the building next door who clearly had dementia. He had wandered out in the middle of a cold night and thought my apartment was the home he had shared with his wife decades ago. I put the lamp down and walked over slowly. "Hey there," I said softly. "I think the kettle is in a different spot tonight. Why don't we sit down for a second?" I led him to my sofa and wrapped him in my heaviest wool blanket because he was shivering uncontrollably. I didn't call the police. I called the paramedics and then looked through his pocket until I found an ID card with an emergency contact number. His daughter. While we waited, I actually made him that tea. He sat there, clutching the warm mug with shaky hands, telling me stories about Martha and how they used to dance to big band music in their kitchen. For a few minutes, he wasn't a trespasser, and I wasn't a stranger. I was just someone keeping him safe while he traveled through his memories. When his daughter arrived, she was in tears. She told me he had been missing for 2 hours and they were frantic. As they helped him out the door, he turned to me, his eyes momentarily clear and bright. "Thank you for the tea, young man," he said. "You have a very kind home." I had to fix my door the next day, but I didn't mind. Sometimes a broken lock is just an invitation to help someone who is truly lost.